Ah, it is so much better to be in proper finery. Well, this isn't quite my usual outfit, at least I managed to get it shipped in. Let's see what this area is like. Appears I have an entourage. Well, hello everyone. Good to see you. Very good morning. Ah, yes. I'm the guy who saved you all. Yes, good to see you. Very nice.
That's him. That's the Herald of Andraste.
Who said that?
When he came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over him.
Hush. We shouldn't disturb him.
I'm afraid you already have. Who said that?
Have him in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
It's complicated. We were all frightened after the explosion at the Conclave.
It isn't complicated.
Yeah,
Andraste
the
herself
peasants
blessed him.
mutter amongst themselves. Oh, yes, some fine men in armor. Very nice, very nice. Oh, I'm sure you'll serve a militia quite well. Who are you? Hello? Who are you?
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
I believe your accent's quite a bit far to the west for my liking, but nonetheless, serve well, and you shall be rewarded. Now, what do we have? Some tents. Well, I suppose we'll need to have some refuge around here.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
Yep, that was me.
I heard he was supposed to close it entirely.
Well, this isn't exactly something I'm particularly used to. Hello.
Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
Feelings mutual.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Much nicer.
Have you gone
I must say that
completely mad?
the sunlight is rather too much for my eyes.
To Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe he is guilty.
The
That's
prisoner
the opposite moment here to
failed.
stumble in.
The breach is still in the sky. For all
Oh,
you
this will
know,
do it. What was that?
Chain him.
I believe you're talking
I
of
want
me.
him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
Off you go, clerk.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
So let me guess.
Let me guess. You need my help.
You have done plenty. Your actions will be taken into account by the new divine.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave.
And we know it wasn't me.
Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect,
Brilliant, I'll bring the fire.
And many others.
but not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
I doubt it highly.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
There's just so much to disagree here, but, well,
You realize I'm a mage.
I have not forgotten. No matter what you are or what you believe, you are exactly what we needed when we needed it.
and I'm glad you recognize
The
that.
breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
I think she just did.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
My family does not have good history with Inquisitions, but okay. Off you go. I'm
This
sure there's
is
some
the
paperwork to file.
Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready.
You
We
do
have
not know
no
my family.
leader, no numbers, and now no chantry support.
But we
In
have
fairness,
no
I never had
choice.
that to begin with.
We must act now, with you at our side.
Me.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
Well, I do apparently now have a mark on my hand that leads to a realm full of demons. I won't deny that's certainly an advantage in some areas, but nonetheless.
When I woke up, I suddenly didn't picture this outcome.
Neither did we.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Very well. But just to be clear, I'm at the top of the pecking order. Come along now, this isn't exactly the best of finery for the weather. How do you like my sigil? You know, this place can be quite scenic. Incredibly cold, but scenic. Oof. It is very cold. Why must it always be snowing around here? I don't believe there's been a single day where there wasn't any snow. Oof. Let's sort that out, shall we? Much better. Well, it isn't called for the dragon for nothing. Right. Workers. Labourers. Now, Cassandra was it. I believe we do need a better bed in my chambers, and of course we're going to have to...
you?
Well, a little bit, I suppose. I mean, my lumbar support is completely gone, and oh, you meant the... right.
I just wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
But that sounds like you have an idea for it.
Clearly you have something in mind.
We do.
A table. I'm afraid a table isn't much use for
You've
this
met
purpose.
Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is
Sure
Lady
thing, Edward.
Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of
That
course,
accent.
you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Ah, very nice, very nice. Quite an assortment we have then.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned
like to hear
that
mine?
your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Emphasis on the
Unfortunately,
was, I
neither
fear.
group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Of course they have, but I suppose I could rally some support back home. Perhaps I can find some good strong men to put on our hands. Although, do we really need their support?
Can't you simply ignore them?
If only that were possible.
Some are calling you, a mage, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry.
That
The
would worry
remaining
me.
clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we
Good.
heretics for harboring you.
Chancellor
decent.
Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Herald?
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have
I slew a
also
demon.
heard about
Wasn't
the
exactly
woman seen
magic.
in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste,
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading,
which we have not.
the point is everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I feel like I've got a much better one.
I'm no herald of anything, particularly not Andraste.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
In which case, we may be in something of a delicate strategic position then.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet,
As ever.
they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I see. Why on earth does she want to speak to me, considering I'm apparently a false prophet and a heretic?
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she
Unusual.
does not agree with her sisters. You
Even
will
more
find
unusual.
Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the Hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of
Well-
other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
You're still calling me that, apparently. Right, very well. I don't expect we'll find much in Orlai just yet, but perhaps Ferelden can find us something to deal with. Last seen in the Hinterlands outside Redcliffe. Oh, it is west.
Chancellor Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Well, it looks like we have precious little option here. Send out the spies. Aren't spies usually more subtle? Alright. New area unlocked. Well, that went rather smoothly. I suppose we can expect some ease early on. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attack anything that moves, and it appears the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. My, what good that organization did. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refused to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That'll be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horse master of Redcliffe who lives in the area. We tried to contact him, obtain better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. Well, I suppose we'll have to go and have a look for ourselves, won't we?
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. Everyone's a little nervous around mages right now, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition
Excellent.
Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
Ignore the dwarf. How are you
It's a pleasure
today?
to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We
Yes, I have
came
some
to
lovely
secure
colour in your
horses
cheeks,
from
but that might be the
Redcliffe's
sun.
old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Oh, I hope I don't take this as me picking a side. It is always a tremendous bother. Anyways, let's see.
I've news, sir.
Oh, report.
What is it?
This could help us.
Ah, Drakestone survey. There's some iron and a little bit of Drakestone. Well, that should be helpful later, I'm certain, but we would need horses to get it out of here. So, with that in mind, let's continue on, shall we? Oh, mind you, we might need some horses to get through here as well. Eesh. Oh. You know, I have been known to go on the odd hunt, and occasionally a little bit of rambling, but
Watch
this is...
your step.
Where? Pray tell, what are you seeing? Besides a chest. That's oddly located. Is it commonplace for peasants to leave their goods in a chest in nowhere? Sure. Might as well. Evidently we're somewhat light on the ground for supplies as is. Imagine we'll find something over there. But just be a little cautious, and I think we can make it down here. I don't know how you all just did that, but do tell.
Mother Giselle should be somewhere nearby.
I may have some bad news for you then. That's a bad start. You there. Are you... Never mind. Nope. Is anyone here still alive? That's fine.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Well, let's bring in some pain, shall we?
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not
Well,
think they
one
care,
of us.
Seeker.
At least.
Pathetic little
There we
bastard.
are. Well, that seemed to go rather well, I think. Yep, here we are again. Come along now. Oh, if you're sell swords, I could offer you some coin. I'm sure I can pay whatever your master is currently pushing you, but then again, I can also probably get you quite a bit more as well. Yes. Screaming is all well and good, but I'm afraid it's not going to help you.
We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
Well, I'm certain that they regret this particular choice of action. Oh, hello, what do we have here? Oh, some silk. Well, always nice to have some finery. Anyone else? Is there anybody else who would like to investigate how it feels to be on fire? From the rear, it seems. Very well. Yes, very nice. A good effort, but I'm afraid fire works more in my favor than yours. Oh, no, you don't. There we go.
I'm injured.
You'll be fine. Might I suggest we reposition slightly? There we go. There. Just a little more, and I'm sure he'll be on the ground. Okay, then again. He'll be fine, it's just a bloodied nose and face. But nonetheless, he'll be okay.
That's the end of it.
Very good. Cassandra, could you wipe the blood off, please? It's very unsightly. I just wander into a diplomatic mission covered in blood. That's more like it. Don't make me come down here again.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle?
I am.
Paintbrush hat and
You
all.
must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
Sure. Well, let's start with the obvious here.
What you said to that soldier?
We do not teach that magic is evil. We teach that pride is evil, and does not corrupt only mages. But I did not ask you to come simply to debate with me.
And why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
Oh, I've seen much higher casualty numbers. Then again, that was last winter, nonetheless. So, you don't especially follow the Chantry yourself?
But don't you stand with the rest of the Chantry?
With no divine, we are each left to our own conscience, and mine tells me this. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
Oh, my grandfather would have my head. So you want me to please them?
You want me to appeal to them?
If I thought you were incapable, I wouldn't suggest it.
Will they even listen?
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. Their power is their unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
You are quite the wise woman, it seems.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate, or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us, or destroy us. I will go to Haven and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Be wary, the last gathering you organized did not end well. Now, there hasn't been a Chantry presence inside of what's a town in...
Corporal Vale is
Good Lord,
coordinating
decades.
the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
Well, I see a chest over here. Oh, I presume that's belongings. Although whomever it is apparently does not have much in terms of cleanliness. Let's see. An aggressive bow. Well, I'm sure somebody will find that to be... Oh, you really need to tidy yourself up. There we go. Now, where are we after? Corporal Vale, you mentioned?
Yes.
It's good to have commerce restored. I've many goods here if you wish to trade.
I'm fine for the moment. Nonetheless... My, the gene pool seems thin around here. Let's see. Corporal Vale, where are you? I must say, it's a darn sight warmer here than it was in Haven, or Frostback, I think it was known as. Ah, there you are. Vale, report. Preferably on this side of it.
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
And I was just saying it might actually be warmer here. What do you mean exactly? You said people are cold?
Is there anything we can do to help people deal with the cold?
I asked the Inquisition to send blankets. You'd think I was asking for a wagon of raw Lyrian. A recruit named Whittle is trying to make what we can bring in last. If you have any ideas, talk to him across the road.
Right. What about the Horsemaster?
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
Right. Well, I'll see to that then. One more thing on my list.
And you as well.
Right. Would seem we have a Horsemaster to find, and a number of blackguards to roar into line. I'm sure this will be interesting.